You know something that I saw that blew my mind the other day?
What's that?
Did you know that sharks don't have bones?
What?
They have 0 bones.
Well,
It's all cartilage.
really big ass mouth.
Yeah.
No
Zero-
bones.
0 bones.
Boneless.
Wild stuff, hey?
Is it? Are you really?
Saw it on a TikTok, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like, how many bones does a shark have? And I guessed, and then...
You
like,
were wrong.
0. So the more you know. Crazy, hey?
There you go. Learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome back to Filling the Gaps.
You.
I am still Egg, and with me, back like he never left.
Oh shit, yeah. Just
Mr.
giving the people what they want.
Exactly. Mr. Grooves himself.
Good to be here.
He is not the stepfather of Cyril. He is the father that stepped up for Cyril.
Wow. I like that. I hope Cyril knows that.
I hope so too. Show him.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
It's Mr. Groovy Z, Zac Spencer.
Mate, just feels right to be here.
I know.
It
Look,
feels
we've
so-
got the lights and everything.
Bit of
this
mood
time.
lighting. I know. We've
Yeah.
stepped up a little bit since episode 1 and
New camera.
new camera.
How good.
Unbelievable.
And even though the people watching this, it will be the start of January,
Mhm.
2024. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
It's not quite Christmas yet as
Well,
of recording, but we'll act like it is.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays
Yes.
to all involved.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I have a Christmas gift for you
Mm-hmm. Stop it.
because I went shopping quite a few months ago and I posted on my Instagram that I bought a t-shirt
Oh boy.
and you were the only person that commented and said, that's a sick shirt.
Oh boy.
And I tried it on and it was way bigger than the size said it was.
We're getting excited here.
You ate pieces of shit for breakfast?
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Merry Christmas,
Oh
sir.
my god. You.
This
you
is
are
what
some- you
this
are
is what
something
happens
else.
when you reply to the stories, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh mate, you become a big deal.
It's gonna be
If people don't know what this is from, then we shouldn't have to explain it.
Cleo didn't know what it was from. She was like, "What does that even mean?" It's like,
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
unbelievable.
Let's rock and
So,
roll.
Yes, Happy
Mate,
Gilmore.
Thank you very much. I
That's all
appreciate
right.
that.
Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
It's big support since day one. So how could I not?
Mate, you're doing wonderful things.
You're a wonderful thing. Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, leave a rating, share the show. Please
Yes.
share the show. We're on Spotify now.
Oh,
Woohoo!
tell your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your dog.
Tell your dog.
I will tell my dog.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Because speaking of, you're now a new proud doggo dad.
I'm
of
a dad.
Cyril,
Cyril,
the greyhound.
your boy.
Tell us about how that went down.
Oh, mate, it's been a wonderful little addition to the family, or to my house anyway.
The family.
Yeah. I mean, last time we were here and we were talking, I think I'd just bought my new place.
Mhm.
Hadn't quite moved in yet, and I've always wanted to get a dog.
Yep.
But I live by myself, and I do shift work as well. So the idea of getting like a Staffy puppy or an Aussie Shepherd or something like that, dogs that I really liked,
Yep.
just wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to put in a lot of time and effort, training and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of friends that have got greyhounds, and they said they make wonderful pets, very chilled, very soft, gentle dogs, and you're rescuing a dog as well, even better, kind of doing a good deed.
Yeah.
So I actually, I inquired through Greyhound Adoptions WA,
Yeah.
because that was a page that I'd been kind of like put forward to, and they were doing like a holiday program, like school holidays. So families that were going on holiday that weren't taking their dogs, they were needing like holiday like carers basically. So I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of test the waters and see how it goes. And I got a little guy called Red.
Yep.
I had him for a couple of weeks. Stayed in touch with the family and sent them photos and all that kind of stuff while they're on holiday. And then yeah, basically after those 2 weeks, I said, I got back to him and said, once these 2 weeks are done, hook me up.
Mhm.
So, and then got introduced to your boy Cyril.
Cyril. We love
And
Cyril.
We love Cyril, and yeah, the rest is history. So it's actually been really cool because I've stayed in touch with the family that have Red, and we've gone for like coffee. They're like a
Nice.
middle-aged family with a son.
Yep.
And we've gone out for coffee. So Cyril and Red have met a few times.
They get along?
Best pals.
Good.
So that was really cool. So it's been cool to stay in touch with them and just to have people that are like-minded around greyhounds.
Yeah, nice.
So
So was Cyril was a racing
he
greyhound,
was,
I'm
yeah.
assuming.
So he was an ex-racer.
Yeah.
Only
So was he retired and then you rescued him, or was he a racer and you rescued him from racing?
I believe he had already retired.
Yep.
I got a lot of his like kind of racing information when I adopted him.
Yep.
But at the same time, I didn't really want to know too much about that kind of like racing lifestyle because, you know, unfortunately they don't get treated very well. I know it's probably, you know, a bit of a sensitive subject with greyhound racing and horse racing and all that kind of stuff, and each to their own. But they don't get treated overly well. So it was good to be able to give him a home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's lovely.
he's good, man. He's just so chilled, man. I didn't realize how chilled greyhounds were.
Yeah. I think once they get to that retired age, they are quite chill. I think it's when they're young and in that racing phase.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a little bit hectic having them. I suppose it's like a Kelpie. Having them on a farm, they're probably very hectic. Not really pets, they're more workers.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then as they get older, they're loving pets.
I think people don't realize like how like chill and docile they are, thinking that they're such high energetic dogs. But man, I take him for like one walk a day for about 20 minutes.
Nice.
And he's just like,
he's like, no,
he's done.
I'm good. I'm good, Dad.
Even
Peace.
even when I like left the house today, like he normally gets excited when I pick up the keys.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like his lead.
Yeah.
And I was like, see you, buddy. I'll see you later. And he was just like,
later.
he was like, bro, see you later. Go away.
He's like, don't wake me up when you get home.
Yeah, I know. Be quiet.
Yeah.
What time are you going to be home, Dad? Nah, so he's been chilled, man. It's been nice.
Yeah.
It's good. Like you come home from work after a long day and he's just like scratching at the door. So
Yeah, nice.
those little things, man.
So how old is he?
He's 4.5.
4.5. How long do they usually live for?
I mean, depending, I guess like any animal, like depending on injuries and all that kind of stuff. I haven't been made aware of any like long-term injuries that he's got.
Yeah.
But from kind of research and chit-chat with other people, it's kind of been anywhere between like kind of 10 to 14.
Okay.
So pretty standard.
So he's still got a while if everything's all good, stays in check.
I hope so.
Happy days. Yeah. Because my partner and I are moving out soon.
Yes.
Happy days. Expensive. She's bringing her one dog with her and her cat. But on the lease, the guy that's leasing the unit out to us, he wrote 2 dogs.
Okay.
So we're like, does that mean that we can get another dog?
Oh.
So we're thinking about
what kind of dog is it?
So she's got a Chihuahua cross Maltese.
Okay.
She's more Maltese than Chihuahua, but she just loves violence. But she also loves other dogs. So she'll just like bark at anything for no reason.
Small
like
dog
she's gonna
syndrome?
do something. Yeah. But then she like meets anyone or anything and she's lovely. But like big dogs, she bites their under fluffies just to fuck with them.
Yeah.
But like
cool.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd like to get her a little pal because her parents have a Chihuahua and they're going to be kind of separated.
Fair.
And I feel so bad.
Yep.
So yeah, we'd like to get another dog maybe. So we've been looking at the dogs rescue places.
Good. Very
There's
cool.
one that we're going to look at this weekend, not to go pick up this weekend, but just to go look at. He's a corgi, but he looks like he might be crossed with like a Goldie or something.
Yeah, nice.
He has a Goldie kind of looking face. And then another place they have like German Shepherds and stuff, but they're a bit big to have because I've got a small car.
Yeah, fair.
She wants to get a Staffy.
I love Staffies, man. They're beautiful
nice.
dogs, but I don't know. I like just moving and buying a new place, or not a new place, but buying a house with new furniture and stuff like that. I was like, man, I have to buy a new couch every week.
They just
have
like
a puppy.
They're like wrecking balls.
Yeah,
honestly.
So
yeah, we're not sure. We'll go look at these dogs, see what happens. If we don't end up getting another one, we've still got a dog and a cat. So
happy days.
Yeah, all good.
You beauty.
But yeah, I still want to get like a bigger dog. Like I love Goldies. So I'd love to have a golden retriever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, with the size of the unit and the size of my car and everything, the size of me.
Be smart Man, I'm already like thinking about wanting to get another greyhound, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I never thought like I think you can kind of volunteer for like a open house like foster situation until that dog like gets adopted.
Yeah.
But I'm already scared that it'll be like a foster fail.
Yeah.
And I'll have it for like a day and I'll be like, oh, don't worry about it. Like I'll just adopt it.
Too attached.
And then it'll be like next minute.
Yeah.
Got 10 dogs.
Yeah. I don't see a problem with that.
I don't see a problem with it either, but
10 dogs, that's fine.
I need to find a new job.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of food.
True. Because we've also thought about getting a Great Dane because they're big dogs.
Oh,
but
they are big.
They don't do anything. They're just like lazy as fuck.
Oh man,
but
Cyril, the worst.
Yeah,
like guard dog ever. He wouldn't like.
That's Great Danes though. They're like big, vicious looking things, but they just do nothing.
I had a friend living with me for a month, like last month. A good like family friend. She works at Fiona Stanley as well. And she'd like popped out, not realizing that I was just about to leave as well. And she came home, didn't have her keys, and I'd left like kind of cracked the back door open. She jumped the fence, came in the back door, and Cyril was just like she said. Cyril just kind of like,
hey, what's up?
Like, looked.
Got treats? Or?
Yeah, literally. Like, you ain't doing anything if someone breaks into my house.
Yeah.
So my address,
See, and then small dog syndrome. My partner's dogs, Chihuahua and Chihuahua Cross. If the doorbell rings, doesn't matter who it is, they're off their nuts.
Right.
And then as soon as they see who it is, they're like, cool. So pats now or...
Yeah, snacks.
Yeah, but yeah, they got the...
Man, Cyril doesn't even bark.
Yeah.
He's not even scaring anyone away.
Yeah.
I have to bark instead.
Do it.
Nice try.
Oh, damn it.
Woof.
Almost.
Woof.
Woof, woof.
Woof, woof.
Yeah, we love dogs. Because even at my office, it's a dog-friendly office.
I've seen that.
So if you want to bring in your dog, you just got to send an email because some people are allergic or whatever. So you got to be careful. I know, right?
Selfish.
Yeah, I'd rather just find a new job than like have to, be around.
You medicate those people?
Yeah, I know.
You can. So they don't
medicate them. Those ones are.
Medicate these hands.
As I've been saying this week, these hands don't discriminate.
Oh, so. Mate. Take your pick. 2 for 1.
But yeah, so one of my co-workers, she's been bringing in her housemate's pug.
Yes.
It's 9 months old and fucking acts like it. It's a little shit. Steals anything it can get its mouth onto.
Yep.
And yeah, everyone else is like, oh, stop. And I just do the old grab the face and just... Yeah, you have to. Got to teach them.
You learn young.
Yeah. Because even she went home with the dog early, and then we were all sitting there about 2 hours later, like, can you smell something? Like, what is that? And then we looked under one of the desks, and he'd taken a huge shit, and we did not realise, so we had to clean it.
Stunk the office out.
Yeah. But then, my other co-worker, she's got a golden retriever.
Cute.
And he's not even 1 yet. And I have a photo of him up on my wall at work because
they're so cute and beautiful when they're young.
Perfect.
Oh,
he is so perfect. He's also in that funny stage of his paws being too big and he can't figure out like what to do. But anytime my coworker leaves, I'm like, give your dog a kiss for me.
Yeah.
Just let him know that I would die for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yep.
I love him so much. So shout out to Nat. I love Nat's dog.
Just shout out to most dogs, really.
Shout out to dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the dogs.
You see these dogs?
Don't know how you get the dogs out.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. That's for the bonus episode.
The dogs. You got to pay for that.
Bonus content coming soon.
Yeah, you got to subscribe for that.
On the topic of get the dogs.
Get the dogs.
Didn't the Tillies get the dogs?
Oh, mate. They got more than the dogs.
I know. They got the hearts of everyone.
They got the hearts of Australia, didn't they?
Absolutely.
And the rest.
Yeah.
Mate, you and I spoke, we were like very much chatting a whole lot during that Women's World Cup.
We were.
Mate, the Tillies were unbelievable. They got people around like soccer that like just had no interest in sport altogether.
Oh, in soccer, I have no interest because I know yourself, you're a Liverpool fan.
I am.
Fuck yeah, look at you go. I know nothing about soccer. Don't care about soccer at all. But when the Tillies were doing their thing,
mate, I had friends that like couldn't even give a shit about sport, let alone soccer. Yeah. They were like watching the game religiously.
Yeah,
I think it's so good, man. Like what the Matildas were able to do, just for like women's sport, in general in Australia, and how much the country got around just everything. Unbelievable, man. Like I was in Freo for, I think it was only just one of their group stage games. Towards the end, I think they may have had to have won that to go through. I was having dinner in Freo.
This was before the World Cup or after?
No, during the World Cup.
During the World
Cup.
Cup.
So they needed, there was like their final game of their group stage to go through to like the quarterfinals.
Right, gotcha, yep.
And mate, I walked past like Varsity or something in Freo and that place was pumping. Like everyone's in green and gold. Man, like, and not to mention like their result that they got beaten in the semi-final to England, which is the biggest achievement Australia's ever had at a World Cup, including the men as well. Like, let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Biggest achievement for Australia.
Yeah. In a soccer World Cup.
Yeah.
Like, and like that's a massive achievement in itself. But I think like what they were able to do for women's sport in general, like around the country, and how much like endorsement and just how much publicity has been able to now go into that is even bigger than the result itself, I think.
Yeah. Because even when they lost to England in that semi-final or whatever it was, I feel like in any other situation, seeing your team, your country lose, everyone's like head in their hands, like,
mate, heartbreak.
Fuck, so close, whatever. That game ended and everyone was like, fuck yeah, the Tillies.
Amazing.
So good. Like no one was like devastated that they lost or anything. Everyone was just like, how good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like,
It's amazing to see. Hey?
Yeah. Like I was genuinely, like I've had this thought a few times, but you name an Australian team at like a international level that's been able to do what they've done for, not just for like women's sport, but just for sport in Australia. Like, show me a team that's done that and made that kind of impact.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I really cannot. Mate, I'm almost 30 and I can't think of a team that's... Like, Australia men have done pretty well at World Cups and a couple of times made it through to like the quarterfinals and stuff. Maybe the quarterfinals?
I think they've made
stage of like 16 or something like that.
I think they've made quarterfinals before.
But what the Tillies were able to do, mate, unbelievable.
Because even that game against France where they ended up in the penalties.
Oh.
I was at the gym, right? And my gym sessions normally go for anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. I think I was about 45 to 50 minutes into my workout and then I went to penalties and I'm like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
And just like walked to my car, sat in there and just like planted my phone there and I was like, I'm watching this.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And it just went on and on and on. It was that was the longest penalty shootout in World Cup history.
Really?
I could be wrong. I
hope you're not wrong.
But I believe in terms of how many penalty kicks were taken, it was the longest penalty shoot. It just kept going and going.
I felt like I was on the team. I was sitting there in my car at the gym just like, no.
Every chance we had to win, like keeper would save it or they'd miss, and then vice versa. And it just kept going on and on.
Yeah. And then there was like that stage where it was like all level and then they like hit one and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. And then they just step up and just hit another one. I was like, oh my God. And then Mackenzie Arnold, when she like did the early takeoff thing.
Oh, and they had to retake it.
And everyone was like, oh no, that was our chance. That was our chance.
Mackenzie Arnold, another hero.
Saves
the
it
brick
again.
wall.
I know. I got that limited edition Ollie shirt. Yeah.
So Ollie, going off topic really quickly, Ollie are doing they do a Boxing Day sale every year.
Oh, get on.
And they normally do like a mystery box, but this year they're doing like a Boxing Day sale from their warehouse. So they're adding like thousands of extra T-shirts and they've put out that T-shirt as a limited edition.
Might have to get around it.
Oh, mate. But massive.
Massive. Get around the podcast.
I know, yeah.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. No, that was, huge, man. Like, I watched the end of that penalty shooter at my brother's house because it was right before the Eagles-Dockers Derby towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
And they when we started watching the footy, they showed glimpses of Eagles and the Dockers warming up and everyone was watching the screen. Like, all the players had stopped their warm-up to watch, like...
Yeah. The whole nation stopped.
Dude, like, I was watching at my brother's with my brother, his wife, my mum, Trish.
Shout out Trish.
Shout out to Trish. And my youngest niece and nephew. And my nephew would have been 6 at the time. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. He's only just turned 7. But even he was getting pumped for it. He was like, Uncle Zach, if we win this, we play England for a spot in the grand final, in the World Cup final. I was like, yes, Magnus.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
Fist pump that shit.
Because that's the thing, like Cleo, my partner, she's one of those people that doesn't care about sport at all. Right? And she actually didn't end up getting behind it at all because it was kind of too late. But I came home from the gym that day and I was like, we just fucking beat France in penalties. It was the most insane thing. She was like, since when do you care about soccer? I was like, I don't. It's the Tillies though. It's
you have
fucking insane. And she was like, okay, I don't care. Then the next day, we're like at the shops or something. She was like, everyone's talking about the Matildas. And I'm
Yes.
like, yeah,
The
literally
whole
everyone. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Fucking country.
Yeah. And she was like, is it like a big deal? I'm like, yes, it's a big deal.
The biggest deal.
Massive. Yeah. So, yeah, she just like couldn't really comprehend like what was happening because she doesn't know about sport or anything. Fair. So, yeah, she was like, why do you care about soccer? You don't care about soccer. And I'm like, I don't. I care about Australia and the Tillies and women's sport. Like, yeah.
Little bit bittersweet that the Poms beat them and then the Poms got beaten in the final. So, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, huge, man. Massive for sport as well.
I mean, you could,
not just for soccer as well. But
you could kind of even see in that final against England, though, you could see the difference in talent,
huge,
I guess,
man.
just
huge.
Because they're very much a soccer nation.
Absolutely.
We're not so much.
Yep.
You could see that, like, our moments of, like, Sam Kerr and open space.
That absolute cracker that she scored, top bins that
erupted. So, like, you could see moments like that. It's like our top level is, like, good enough to go with anyone, but just over.
Just not for 90 minutes.
Nah, exactly. They're just so consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
I mean, very proud of the ladies, though. But it is very good for women's sport because I remember even when we met the first time for the consult, we were talking about like women's footy.
We were,
stuff.
yeah.
And
I'm a big fan of it, man.
Same.
I'm loving where women's sport is going.
Some things that I would change about women's footy, just the way that it's branded and the way that they push it. But in terms of the actual product, it's come a long way.
It's become huge, man. So. Like from where the women's AFL season started, for example, they started with like 6 teams. Like
and now
maybe
every
6
AFL
or 8
team's got one.
And it's just like in terms of how far it's come with not just the quality of talent and the football but just where it's going and the exposure that the game's had and stuff like that. But it's been massive, man. Like I went to high school with a couple of the women's Dockers players. So Anne Stannett and Kiara Bowers. And so Anne Stannett's a couple of years younger than me. Kiara Bowers, she was a year older. But we were in this high school that we went to had a lot of sports, like sports programs and like sports academies.
Yeah.
And both of those girls like used to just dominate in high school. Like, and there wasn't a huge representation of like men and women's teams.
Yeah.
Like back then. I mean, that sounds like I'm really old, but
dude,
when I was in high school was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, those girls were just like absolute athletes. Anne Stannett actually played for Perth Glory before she played AFL.
Yeah.
And they were both just like absolute guns, man. But where that women's AFL's gone, unbelievable, man.
It's grown so much, hey, because you even look like the first couple of seasons of AFLW, you see that it was a lot of women, to their credit, like having a crack, wanting to get better and everything, but it was pretty poor quality footy from like what you're used to seeing and everything. But then there was like your Daisy Pearce and Erin Phillips, all that, where they were just so far above everyone else.
Athletes.
And now everyone else is kind of caught up, and then there's like a lot more of those ones that are just like outstanding players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even the ones like everyone else is catching up to them. And it's so good to see because like the more it keeps growing like that, the more younger girls are going to start to play footy earlier on.
Huge. Like a lot of, I would say like over 50% of girls that are now playing AFLW didn't grow up playing footy.
No.
So many. Anne Stannett was in the athletics academy. Kiara Bowers, I think, might have been in the athletics academy as well. A lot of them played soccer, basketball. I know a couple of them played like tennis and stuff like that. And then you look at the exposure that AFLW has had in other countries as well. The amount of Irish, like international players that have come over and that play for the Dockers as well. So that Gaelic football background.
Yeah.
And that's like now it's bringing Gaelic football to WA and it's taking AFL to Ireland as well. Like my oldest niece, she's 11 and she's about to go into her 3rd season of footy. And that's all girls team as well.
Nice.
Like when I played footy as a kid, you were dreaming of having like an all girls team, especially at that age. Yeah. You'd have to bump shoulders with the boys.
Yeah.
So what it's been able to do for younger girls to play sport as well and to feel like to have like they belong in like a sport.
Yeah.
At girls that age to be able to feel like they belong somewhere in a team.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. Like my niece loves going and watching the women's Dockers games. Yeah. Like she She goes with my mum. Mum takes her all the time.
Yeah.
I've been with her for like a couple of games. Yeah, man, she loves it. You can go and like talk to the players after the game.
So good, hey.
Like Amelia's favourite players are the Irish players.
Yeah.
Anya Tai and Ola Lally, they're both Irish players that have been at the Dockers for like a few years now. And they're like Amelia's favourite players as well.
Yeah.
So
to be fair, my favourite AFL player is also Irish. So
really,
have a guess.
You say AFLW or AFL?
AFL.
Plays for Geelong.
Yeah.
It's
not Mark O'Connor.
Mate, you've just stumped me.
You almost said him just before. You were just about to say him. I saw it on
Guthrie?
No.
No. He's not Irish.
No.
He's got tattoos, long hair as well.
Longish hair.
Yeah.
He's got a orange beard.
Oh, you've just stumped me, man.
Think of his name.
Can I try and think about it and come back to it or not? No, just tell me. You've stumped me.
Zac Toohey.
Zac Toohey. I had the first part right.
Groovy Toohey.
Groovy Toohey. He's a great player as well. Gun.
Yeah, I love him. Just his personality and everything. I don't know what it was. I just decided one day, like, he's my favourite player. I think it was either right before he came to Geelong or like when he'd just gotten there. I was like, I like him. Same with Tom Stewart. Like very early on,
great
I was
player.
like, I like him. But now it's a little bit mainstream to say Tom Stewart's your favourite player for Geelong. Like,
yeah.
I mean, who else? It's going to be him or Paddy, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I love Zac Toohey. So the Irish thing, they're so just naturally skilled at footy.
Very much
even
so.
That, Oisin Mullen that came across from Ireland, and Zac Toohey was saying, like, I don't think people realise this is like Nick Dacos going across and playing Gaelic footy. Like, he's that big of a deal.
Yep.
And you see him, he's never played footy before, plays a season of VFL, and like, he's just a natural.
Yeah.
Like, he's so cool, calm and collected. So
yeah, you see that in the Irish girls that come to the Dockers as well. Like, like Gaelic football is obviously like, I guess the basics are similar, bouncing, kicking, but the ball's different. How you kick the ball's different.
Yeah.
The goals, like, and you see how quickly they're able to come across and adapt.
Yeah. Just the athleticism and everything.
And it just makes the sport bigger. Like every year, every AFLW team's getting more and more Irish, like
with
Irish
those
players.
With those Irish players, like, you can learn to kick a footy at any point. You can't learn that like drive of like being on a field, playing in a team, physical, everything. So yeah, growing up with that would definitely help.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
So good to see though. Like, the one thing that I really don't like about the AFLW is its existence. No, just kidding. I'm only kidding. I love the AFLW.
You're going to sound like that 65-year-old bloke on Facebook that says, like,
sound like
AFLW shit.
Sammy Newman or something.
Oh, mate, it does my fucking head in, man. Like,
honestly.
There's those people that comment on Facebook, you're like, shut up, Greg. Like, you're 65 years old, mate. You get puff walking to the letterbox. Like,
they're like, oh, can't even kick 50 metres.
Yeah.
It's like,
neither can you, mate.
Like, you can't kick 25.
Exactly. Shut up, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking.
They would smoke any of you.
But, like, he played under 10s in, like, 82.
And one runner at best and fairest.
Yeah, exactly. So he can talk about the girls that play AFL. Shut up.
My one knock on AFLW is, and it's part of the growth of the game, is how short the season is.
Yeah,
I hate
true.
it so much.
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit longer.
Season starts and then you blink and it's over.
Yep.
Like, I feel like, I don't know how they would make it work logistically, obviously, but having the games as curtain raisers to the AFL games so that the teams travel together.
Yep.
I would love
Again,
that.
Logistically tricky.
Difficult, yeah.
But I think if there's more opportunity for them to play curtain raisers before, all for it. More exposure.
How are you going to grow the game more when there's 12 games a season? Like, it just doesn't work. Not everyone even gets to play each other.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think even if they played each other once,
because their seasons are almost opposite, aren't they?
Yeah.
Maybe a slight.
The season's just finished, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Brisbane won the grand final only a few weeks ago, and AFL season starts in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Shit yes.
Oh, get around
shit yes.
Who's going to win the premiership? Quick. Don't think. Just say.
Melbourne.
I agree.
Collingwood aren't going to go back to back because I hate them.
There are some internal issues at Melbourne, though.
That's Clary, Clayton Oliver.
Come on, buddy. But yeah,
I just said Melbourne because
it's not going to be Brizzy.
It's definitely not going to be the Dockers.
I think I don't know.
Well, I think we make I think we make finals this year. I'm going to make that call.
Okay.
I know I probably say that every year, and I'm preparing myself for heartbreak. But I don't know. I just got a feeling. Maybe Fifey's going to stay uninjured for a little while.
Well,
Maybe.
it's not April 1st.
Good one.
Oh, fuck the Dockers.
Right.
I don't know what Geelong are going to do this year, hey? Like,
mate, you guys...
Last year wasn't good.
Mate, that was one of the worst seasons a team has had post AFL Premiership.
Mm.
But you guys still had the same list. Who's the only person that retired? Selwood.
I think there was someone else that retired. I can't remember who it was. Can't put my finger on it. But I think
you had a few injuries.
Yeah, I think it was more so to do with Joel Selwood. People don't think about that enough. He played the most games
as a captain
in the
AFL
ever.
Yep.
He's like one of the winningest players ever.
Average.
And then he retires and everyone's like, oh yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's
a huge
massive change.
Yeah,
It's not like it's just some like random old bloke that's retiring. It's the captain.
Yeah. Longest
serving captain ever. Like it's going to hit you. I didn't think it was going to hit us that hard.
Sure.
I knew that it was going to have a big impact.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens this year.
It's exciting.
Still
I always got
list,
like we were saying before. I was at the Scorchers game last night.
Yep.
And it just made me get excited for footy. Like I like going and watching the cricket occasionally.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, like this just makes me excited for footy.
Scorchers going to win this year,
mate. We'll back to back to back.
I feel like they win every year.
So I was listening to Backchat podcast. Will Schofield, ex-Eagles player, and he had Andrew Tyre on that podcast a couple of months ago.
Yep.
And WA as a whole, as a cricket organisation, are going for 9 in a row in 3 different formats. So T20, like the Big Bash, the Sheffield Shield, and the Marsh. So like the one day domestic, and then the Test match, like Sheffield Shield. They have won 2 years in a row. Scorchers have won 2 years in a row. So if all 3 formats win, they'll win 9 championships 3 years running.
Yeah, right.
Dynasty.
As a Stars fan, I just noticed that we get to the finals every year and then get smoked and just choke it away.
Yep.
But it feels, I'm not that big of a cricket fan. I like the T20 just because it's kind of fast-paced, interesting.
Yep.
But it feels like the Scorchers win every fucking year. And I get a little bit sick of it, especially my dad going for the Scorchers, obviously. But
look, I don't.
I mean...
Thanks for bringing... Oh, wait, I bought these lollies. You bought me chocolates, didn't you?
No, I brought the lollies. Yeah, you're welcome.
Shut up. This guy, I asked him what kind of snacks you want for this podcast, and you said you didn't want any.
I didn't say I didn't want any.
You said you were...
I said I'm allergic to anything edible because I don't need presents. It's okay. Your presence is my present.
You're a sweetheart. You silver-tongued devil, you.
I do what I can. I do what I can, and I can what I do.
Oh, that's all you can do, right?
Exactly. What more could you ask for?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's it. Speaking of got to do what you got to do, not at all speaking of it, but heading into 2024, now in 2024, I guess, depending on when you're watching it. What are some of your goals going into 2024? What are you excited about and getting keen for, other than the footy season? What are some things that you're looking forward to and looking to accomplish?
Well, one thing I'm not looking forward to is the big 3-0.
The big 3-0.
Like, what's the date today?
January...
Early Jan.
12th.
So close.
Fuck.
The 10th. So close, the big 3-0. So I'm a bit scared. Everyone's like, oh, life's better after 30, but I don't fucking think so.
Everyone hear that, remember? Shoot him a message for his birthday. Happy 21st.
Yeah, 21 plus a few.
Yeah.
So that's the big one. That starts the year. So that'll be cool, though. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Goals. I don't know. I know a lot of people like set out like goals at the start of the year and they're like, this is what's going to happen, and they write them down and they visualize it and all that kind of stuff. I've never been like a big one for that. I have little things that I'd like to achieve and like little things that I kind of plan on and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I'd maybe like to do a little bit of traveling.
Yep.
In terms of like money and all that kind of stuff, like buying a house, that's kind of put a bit of a dent in my bank account, and these interest rates are just going fucking skyrocketing.
Oh, are they? I haven't heard. Oh, nuts.
My God.
See, Coles and Woolies are getting taken to court.
Are they?
Yeah, about price gouging.
Classic.
Having to explain themselves. fucking
not so
get
long.
around
Yeah,
it.
they're fucking fresh food people, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Fresh fraud people.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez,
Nice.
that was terrible.
Got him.
That was
Got him good.
Got him.
I'll send that to Wooly.
Yeah. So maybe do a little bit of traveling.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a big dent in my mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
And continue paying a little bit of that off, because I'd like to eventually maybe put that as like an investment property and buy another place. So maybe a little bit of that. I don't know, man. Just kind of continue. Like, life over the last like few months has been really, really good. Like, the start of the year was like a bit of a whirlwind. So from where it's like become at the start of the year to where my life's going into kind of 2024, I just kind of want to stay on that wave, I guess. Like, I'm not going to set anything crazy. Just can kind of continue hopefully doing good things and continue having the best lawn in the street, basically.
Oh,
so,
I've seen that lawn. It's not bad.
It's
not bad.
Wow.
And when I say not bad, I mean one of the best looking lawns I've ever seen in my life.
Mate, no one tells you the things that you start to get obsessed with when you buy a house. And let me tell you, lawn is one thing. Like, these interest rates might skyrocket and I might not be able to afford my mortgage repayments, but my lawn is going to look...
I thought it was more of a dad thing, which would make sense with Cyril.
Yeah, well, both. Buy a house, get a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're obsessed with your lawn. I have bought more products for my lawn since I've bought my house than anything else, man. I went to Bunnings the other day, bought a product which I thought I needed. I got home, I already have it at home.
Let's go through it quickly. What's the lawn care? Explain it.
Whoa. These people watching this for free?
Explain it.
Let me write it down.
No,
well, it all
started
started when I bought the house. Okay, the lawn...
Buy a house.
First step, go broke, buy a house. The first step when I bought the house, the lawn was thick.
Mm-hmm.
It was thick. But it looked like it needed a little bit of TLC.
Yeah.
Right. And I've never owned a house, so I've never really known what, like, the ins and outs on what to do. But my brother's like a big, like, house. He's a big house handyman guy.
Mm-hmm.
So we started kind of jotting down like little things we were going to tick off around the house. The first one for me was going to be the lawn, because everything in the house, like in the rooms and stuff like that, I can work on, because like the lawn's like the first thing people see when they come over. Like, I want that to look nice.
Yeah.
So the first thing we did, we mowed the lawn. We did his lawns in the same day as well, and we did mine. And you basically scalp it. You mow it all the way down to like dirt, like sand, and that like basically kills off all like the weeds and stuff like that, aerates it, and let it start all over again.
Yeah.
I bet you never thought you'd be watching this podcast and you thought, what the fuck? I'm listening to these guys talk about lawn.
I'm going to tune in to fill in the gaps, listen to a couple of tattooed guys talk about lawns.
Yes. Only lawns.
You're welcome. Only lawns. I like that.
Anyway, mowed it all the way back, sand it out, level it out.
Yep.
Fertilize the shit out of it. You put like soil wetter down. You put like a seaweed liquid. And then for the first kind of like 2 weeks, you do nothing and you let that kind of take its toll.
I'd be good at that part.
And then you just slowly starts kind of growing back, and that's when you can start. Then you start after a couple of weeks, you can start like mowing it, and then better watering schedule and fertilizing it, all that kind of stuff. But it's mow it once a week, always keep it fresh.
Mow once, cut twice.
Yep.
Or whatever they say.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
So if you're ever wondering about lawn,
there you go.
If you've got some dead lawn and you want it to grow back, it looks terrible when you first do it. Scalp it, mow it all the way back down to sand, level it out. Mwah.
I feel like that's very similar to a teenager trying to grow a beard. They try to grow it out with all the baby hairs and everything.
Yeah, right.
And then you got to shave it all off.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see?
I almost forgot to mention. Love the haircut.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
I got a fresh cut
It's
today.
gorgeous, yeah. I did as well, but it's the same cut I've been getting for the past 4 years, which is skin.
Yeah. Same on the sides.
Mine's on the sides and top. But yes, it looks
Thank you, mate.
Very fresh.
Appreciate it.
Who's the barber?
My good friend Steve, actually. So I've actually changed barbers since I moved. It's been a sensitive subject for me.
There you go.
But he's a guy that I used to do CrossFit with. And yeah, he takes care of me. Does a good job.
Nice. Shout out to Steve.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kingsman Barber Lounge, Coogee.
There you go. That's where to go to get a haircut like that. And to get a haircut like I have, come to me. Buy a razor. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I wouldn't recommend it, but sometimes we're forced into these things. So what are you going to do?
No, I'm very particular about my hair. It's always been something that I've been pretty particular about. So
yeah,
I like
it looks fantastic.
Thank you, mate. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You always do.
We could go on about this all day. What about you? Enough about me, mate. Jesus.
What are my goals? I don't know. Just a little bit like you.
Is there anything jumping out at you?
Not in particular. Just want to kind of keep growing this.
Yep.
I've kind of found that I've found a lot more enjoyment in life in general when my life isn't revolving around work or whatever.
Definitely.
Or just like work is paying the bills. It's
Sure.
on the side.
Yep.
And then this thing that I'm enjoying doing is the main thing I'm focusing on, rather than this is the thing that I'm doing and then the thing I'm enjoying doing is on the side.
People get a bit lost in that, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I found more enjoyment in doing the things that I like doing.
Yeah, cool.
Funnily enough.
Yep.
But yeah, also, I guess like on a personal level, like it sounds like super like, oh, fuck yeah, listen to me, like I'm philosophical or whatever. But like, not caring what people think about you.
Fucking oath, man.
It's not that I've learnt it recently, but I've kind of gotten better at it recently in the fact that you can't decide what people are going to think of you.
Absolutely.
You could try to please everyone in the world and there's still going to be one person that doesn't like you for no reason at all.
Exactly.
So there's no point trying to please everyone. You're better off just being yourself and then it will attract the right people around you. So
definitely. I've been and I've 100% been guilty of that as well. Like in the past. That like you try not to you're like, oh, I don't give a shit about what people think of me. But deep down, there's been times where you're like, oh man, what are they going to think about that? Like, and I've 100% been guilty of that. But I agree.
Yeah,
I like that, man.
It's a hard thing to find, and I mean I haven't perfected it by any means. Like
I don't think anyone can, to be honest.
No, but like I don't know. The more you come to peace with the fact that not everyone's going to like you, the happier you'll be. Because yeah, you want to be happy in life.
Absolutely.
Always want.
I think you if you get caught up with thinking about what people think about you, then you're not going to be happy, are you?
Exactly.
You're going to
start
spend
to
too much time
the wrong way about yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, if you just do the things that you like doing, you're going to find the right people. So.
And we got to love ourselves.
Exactly.
Got to be our own number one fans.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not a fan of yourself, why would anyone else want to be a fan of you?
Exactly.
I like that. That's groovy.
Oh, shit, yeah.
How's Trish doing anyway?
Trish is good. She watched this podcast.
Thanks, Trish.
She did. The reason that I knew Mum watched this podcast is because she said, by the way, I'm not coming on it.
Trish, why? Why is she not coming on it?
She's
not tattooed.
Mum's got a tattoo.
One.
Yeah. Welsh dragon.
Nice. Hold on. Shoulder.
No.
Back.
Tramp stamp.
Oh, nice. I like it, Trish.
Yeah.
Trish.
Yeah. She was a big fan of it. She did like it.
Thank you, Trish.
But she didn't think she just said it wasn't really her thing.
Fair enough.
She'd just blow up, you know. She likes to stay humble. She's a nurse.
Yeah. She'd have to wear like a mask or something.
Yeah, exactly. I actually had the thought on the way here that I was like, I should FaceTime Mum during the podcast and tell her, "Oi, Mum, remember when you said you'd never come on the podcast?
Do it right now.
You're right here.
Do it right now.
I think she's got the grandkids tonight. So
okay, fair enough.
Get the grandkids on the potty.
Yeah.
Shit, family affair.
Woo-hoo.
Nah, Mum's good. Mum's chipping away.
That's good.
Just being a gem of a nurse.
Because I remember you told me after we recorded that Trish got mad at you for not mentioning something really cool about her that she did on a certain birthday.
Skydiving. Mum went skydiving for her 60th.
How cool.
How good. So myself and my two brothers were asking her what she wanted for her birthday, and she said she wanted a voucher for that like Red Balloon. It's like a company. It's like an adventure company.
Gotcha.
It's called redballooning.com, but it's not necessarily like you can do like skydiving, you can go diving with like whales, or you can go like hot air ballooning. You can do like a V8 super lap. So there's like a bunch of different things you can do. And we were like, oh, maybe she'll go like hot air ballooning or something like that. And she was like, no, I want to go skydiving.
Fuck yeah.
And my brothers and I were like, you fucking what? like, Mum, I know you raced BMX when you were younger, but you're 60. Careful, you might break your hip when you land. Like, I'm sorry, Mum, I love you. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to go skydiving. We were like, what a fucking mad dog.
Yeah.
My middle brother, Nick, had gone skydiving, the one that's only got one leg.
Yeah.
And he'd done it, which we weren't even like concerned. We were like, of course he does. Like, Nick's like, he would have done it without a fucking parachute.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, so we were just like, this is mad. Like, we couldn't believe that Mum was going to go skydiving. So, good on her.
Pretty sick. Have you ever been skydiving?
I haven't. I actually do want to go. I can't not go skydiving when my mum's gone for her 60th.
This is true.
And it terrifies the shit out of me, and that's why I want to do it.
I feel like you have to do it before you turn 30 as well. Otherwise it's
Mate, we're not... Before I turn 30?
Yeah, 60-30.
Mate, I'm 30 in like 12 days. Well, no, like 20 days.
You've got 19 days to sort it out then.
I don't know if...
Well, I'll take back the shirt and I'll get you a voucher. I want to go skydiving
classic.
as well.
Yes.
I want to.
One day I'll do it. But no, Mum's good. Family are good.
Good. Glad to hear
It's
it.
a good time of the year. Kids are happy.
Yeah.
Not my kids, but...
Your child, Cyril.
Cyril, he's happy. Yeah.
Happy. Yeah. Happy as can be.
Mm.
Suppose we'll move on to the rapid fire questions so we can get on out of here.
All right.
We've still got heaps of time.
What else we could be talking about?
How's Trish doing? What city would you most like to visit that you haven't visited before?
Good one. Tokyo.
Nice.
I think that'd be cool.
Japan's very popular at the moment.
My one of my brothers went to Japan for his honeymoon. Just looks sick. I'd like to go like Japan, Tokyo in winter. Yeah. It'd be cool.
Yeah. My
There's
brother's
some cool things, cool places over there.
My brother's in Japan at the moment.
Really?
Actually, he went up, I think, about 4 days ago.
Yeah, nice.
And then a bunch of co-workers have been recently, and
just
people are planning trips.
Cool place.
Yeah, me and the missus are hopefully gonna plan a trip next year somewhere. She wants to go to Japan, and I'm like, I feel like everyone's going to Japan though. Like, it's still gonna be there. So.
There's other cool places that I want to go to, but Tokyo came to my mind straight away.
Yeah, does seem cool. So I'd like to go to South Korea. Yeah. No reason, just seems cool. Yep. I'd obviously like to go to the US, but that's purely to go watch an NBA game. So I'm like, kind of feels like a waste of time if that's the only reason I'm there.
Baseball game as well? Or?
Maybe. I'm not really into baseball, but I'd like to go to a baseball game.
You got to experience it.
So, yeah.
My, speaking of, did you say South Korea? You didn't say
yes.
North Korea, did you?
I wouldn't mind. I've heard that North Korea is nice this time of year.
Yeah, really, it's a really great place to be. Yeah. My cousin is currently living in South Korea.
Yeah, right.
And teaching English as like a second language.
That's cool.
Yeah. So she's like teaching in a school. I think she's actually back here for a little bit, but she's been over there for like 3 or 4 years now, man. She's loving it.
Yeah.
So
seems like a very cool city.
Yep.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Next question. What is the best Christmas food? I will allow beverages if you want to include a beverage, but thinking just Christmas table set. What's there that you go and I want that?
Well, this is a tricky one because my family, very Australian Christmas food, prawns at the dinner table.
Nice.
I am highly allergic.
Also nice.
To prawns. So I very much keep my distance from them. Yep. But everyone in my family, like my mum's side and my dad's side, are just like devouring them, and I'm just like, stay the fuck away from me. Like I'm just munching away on like half a kilo of ham. Nice. So glazed ham, turkey. I make a killer potato salad and a killer like leafy green salad. I'm not gonna even think about giving you the recipe live on a podcast because it's
bonus episode as well.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Watch the next one.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up like very Australian family, so we, in terms of like lots of different foods and stuff, it wasn't like a huge thing. So you just have like your normal, you have like a potato bake, some salads, a ham, a turkey, prawns for the rest of the dickheads in my family.
Christmas crackers.
And then, a few different salads and stuff like that. And then, some desserts or some cakes or something like that. So I'm just going to say, a ham.
Good.
Yeah.
Good choice.
What's yours?
Well, I haven't really had like a Christmas lunch dinner thing since I've been vegetarian. Otherwise, I would have said ham, because Christmas ham is fucking top tier.
Yep.
But I haven't really had a big one since then. I just kind of go to my missus' place and they just have a bunch of food and I don't really know what it is, and then we just have to make our own vegetarian little side.
Because she's not Australian, is she?
She's South African born, raised in New Zealand.
Oh, South Africa, eh?
Yeah.
Luck, eh?
Yeah.
So what kind of food do they eat at Christmas?
Fuck knows. It's all got meat and everything, so I haven't really had to try it.
Yeah.
So it's...
My ex is from Zim, so I can imagine that food probably pretty similar.
Yeah.
So
it looks very tasty, smells amazing. But yeah, I don't really get to try a whole lot of it. So, but I'd go ham.
Yep.
I'd go ham otherwise.
Good.
But I eat anything, so.
Yep.
All good.
Yeah, very good.
Favorite memory from 2023?
Probably being on this podcast, to be honest.
The first time or the second time?
Oh, just the second time just tops it. What a way to end the year.
I know, right? Or start the year.
Start the year. Yeah, for you guys.
And it is the 21st of December, 2023.
Yeah. I've got 3 that come to my mind straight away.
Go ahead.
Buying a house was a big one for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Like I said before, from when the start of the year, I never thought that was going to happen, but we're here. Adopting a dog and not buying a dog. Eat Sheeran, buy a dog, cute dogs, 100% do it. It was just I felt like it was a good thing that I was able to adopt a dog. And I say 2 or 3. 3.
That's 2, but you said you had 3.
Look, you and I have built a pretty bloody good connection this year in terms of our friendships and things that we've been able to talk about. It's things that you and I have been able to talk about that I haven't been able to talk about with other friends and family that I've known for like my whole life. So yeah, man, like you and I, the connection that you and I have been able to make over the last like 6 or so months has been pretty fucking special. So I mean that. So they're my 3 big ones.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Hit me with yours now. Come on.
Oh, that's a tough one.
This is me interviewing you now. You're the guest on my podcast.
It's been quite a whirlwind of a year.
It has for you, hasn't it? For both of us, I think.
Yeah, some high highs, some low lows.
Fair.
Kind of in and out of jobs, not knowing where any money's going to come from, having to pay bills and that kind of thing, stressing. But then also finding a job where I get along with my coworkers and doing this podcast. And man, the people I've met have been so supportive.
You've met some cool people on here,
honestly,
man.
Hey, like, I don't know, it's... I think I might have said it on the podcast before, but like the first time that me and my partner went to go do a consult, because for anyone that doesn't know, before I do any episode of the podcast, I sit down with the guest, do a consult so I can take notes on things that they want to talk about so I know what to research. The first consult that we did, me and my partner were both walking up to the bar to meet this tattoo artist, like feeling like they were celebrities, being like,
yeah, I could imagine.
We're actually meeting them.
Yeah,
oh my God. Like,
what do we do?
Are you kidding me? Like, fuck. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
Yep.
To now being like, hey man, like what time do you want to call?
Yep.
Like, what's going on? How's your day been?
Yeah.
And like the other day, like popping in to just catch up with some tattoo artists to check in and see how they're going. Like they feel like my friends now.
Absolutely, man.
And it's been so cool to make that bond.
From what I've seen from like the first episode that dropped, I mean, to be completely honest, it actually genuinely still felt like a very natural conversation. But the way that you've been able to now conduct this, you know, however many episodes on, just like massive, man. So huge props. Like this is something really cool that you're doing, and you're doing it, and you're doing like topics, and you're getting people on kind of against the grain to a normal podcast. Yeah. So massive.
And that's the thing is that like I've found that most artists or most people in general that are asked to be on the podcast, their instinct is either I'm not that interesting or fuck, I'm way too nervous, way too anxious, I can't do that. And it went from me being like, man, I'm nervous too, I don't know what I'm doing, to now being like, dude, it's just us having a conversation.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the camera because I'm going to edit it later.
Yeah.
So like getting rid of that anxiety and watching them open up.
Huge.
In terms of, just like, I don't know, having that ability to help people open up. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah,
so
very cool, man.
Meeting some really cool people. But yeah, that's my 2023. I don't know if I have one favorite memory other than meeting you. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. Mostly just starting up the podcast.
Yeah,
really.
That's huge,
been
man.
the main thing. But yeah, met a lot of cool people. Podcast, gym, work, everything. So love the crew that I'm working with at the moment. Because believe it or not, I do actually have a day job. So got to pay the bills. You know? This doesn't pay a cent. That's
Not
why
yet.
you need to go subscribe.
Not
and like
yet.
And everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't forget to go like, subscribe.
Yeah,
rate,
do it, you
all that.
bastards. Don't just watch it.
Please. Funny story, I actually had an email the other day from like a company, and I was like, here we go. Here we go. It's happening. And then I was like, could it be a scam? Could it not be a scam? I checked into it. I was like, looks pretty legit.
Okay.
And then I went back and researched. I replied to the email. I was like, let's see. And then they replied straight away. And I was like, it's a fucking scam. So it turned out to be shit. But yeah, it was like some Swedish like clothing company that does like wearable magazines, basically.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool. T-Post, I think they're called.
Yeah, right.
Not giving them a shout out because they're not sponsoring me.
Yeah,
it was
no,
a scam
jerks.
email. But
yeah.
but yeah, I was like really excited because I was like, could be something. But
Well, you get that, don't you?
could have been real by all means. But
You get that.
I took it as being a scam, so I wasn't about to get scammed.
Yeah.
So yeah, is what it is. Do you want to move on to the Would You Rather?
Hit me.
Do you want to do yours first? Because you and your gym buddy, work buddy that was at the gym, something like that, was giving you a couple. Do you want to go? Do you want to go? Because I'm guessing you've got a few from your buddy.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? You give one, I'll give mine, and then you give one.
Sure.
Go ahead. Because you tried to stump me last time and it didn't work.
Oh, true. I'll go with the one that I wanted to go with, and you can give me yours.
Gotcha.
Would you rather be in a relationship and your family despise this person, but your friends like love and adore them, or your friends love and adore them, but your family despise them?
Do you mean the other way around? You said the same thing twice.
It's been a long day. Your family love them and your friends despise them.
Yeah, or
friends
love them,
yeah.
family despise them. Family despise them. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. See, can't stump me with this. But that's me personally.
Okay.
To be fair.
Right.
I think in general it's tougher, but
I guess it depends on what kind of relationship you have with friends and family.
Exactly. That's
for
what
me,
made it quite easy for
probably
me.
the other way around for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm very, very, my family are like very, very important to me.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, I'm just never going to stump you, huh?
Sorry. I don't spend a whole lot of time with my family.
Fair.
Some members by choice, some members just is what it is. For example, my dad lives 2 hours from Perth.
Sure.
Tricky.
Yeah.
But I spend a lot more time with friends than I do with family. So,
would you rather never be able... No, I'm going to save this one. You hit me and then I'm going to come back with you. Okay. I think I've got one.
Okay. Because mine's not even a would you rather. It's a... I've said this before, but it's based on shout out to the Is This Good podcast, Matt Austin, JD. So, okay, real quick rant.
Okay.
Here. So, I gave them like a shout out being like, these guys are the reason that I started my podcast.
Sure.
Because fucking so many stories, right?
Yeah.
No Dunks podcast. It's a basketball podcast. They were the starters. They're a basketball podcast. They talk about like most things other than basketball. I fucking love them. I've got a tattoo for them on my leg.
Yeah, cool.
Amazing. The guy that used to, I think, produce their old show or direct it, something like that, he went off and did his own thing. He moved to LA, there in Atlanta.
Right.
Went off and did his own thing. He's now got his own podcast called Is This Good?
Yep.
And he just like has guests on, ask them like, this thing, is it good? Then they just talk about it. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's how easy it is to do a podcast.
Right.
Just like have a good topic. That's it. JD, he produces and edits the podcast and everything for Is This Good, and also No Dunks and the starters and everything.
Wow.
So he's like an icon to me.
Busy man.
I gave them a shout out and JD followed me. And I was like, I don't think he understands how cool this is.
That's sick.
To him, he's just a dude that produces, but it was
sick.
massive to me. So shout out to Is This Good.
Yeah.
I love them. Shout out to No Dunks, all that.
Nice.
But on Is This Good, they have a segment called Pick Your Poison.
Okay.
Where there's 4 bad options and you have to pick which one you think is the least bad. And
Am I rating them like 1 to 4 or just one that's like,
it's just,
I'd rather have that one than the rest?
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's like 4 scenarios. Scenarios.
Sure.
Apples,
Options.
oranges.
Yeah. Tomatoes.
That's the one. That's the one.
He's still young. You're only young, buddy.
Exactly.
Your balls
14.
will drop one day.
14.
Don't worry.
4 options,
Mm-hmm.
4 scenarios. You have to pick which one you would most want, right?
Okay.
And they're all bad. All Aussie Christmas edition.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay. Hit me.
Number 1. You're at the table having dinner, and it's time to do the Christmas crackers.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your nieces and nephews. You've got your aunts and uncles, grandma, granddad, everyone. I don't know who's still with us in your family or whatever.
No grandparents.
Let's say that they are.
Sure.
They are
It's
here.
a big Christmas dinner.
Yep. Let's say there's 20-something people of all ages.
Yep.
Right? Doing the Christmas crackers. Everyone needs to have a Christmas hat and a joke and everything. Sure. You lose every cracker that you do, and no one gives you a hat. You're the only person sitting at the table with no Christmas cracker
And no stupid
joke,
joke in front of me.
no joke, nothing, no hat. And when we go around the table doing our jokes, everyone gets a
Nice.
good one. And then you act like you've got one, try read it, and just crickets.
Goes down like a bloody lead balloon.
Yep. Just a couple of... That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2. You invite all your mates, all your friends, all your family, everyone. They all bring their drinks. You got heaps of drinks in the Eskies.
Okay.
You go in to get a drink. It's 11 o'clock, 35 degrees. You got the pool set up. All of the drinks are alcohol-free. And I'm not talking soft drinks. I'm talking like alcohol-free beer, alcohol-free cider,
Okay.
all that kind of shit.
Sure.
No alcohol at this Christmas party.
Okay.
Number 3,
Mm-hmm.
you show up to your mate's house for a nice Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Snags are going.
Yep.
Ham's there.
Oh,
Drinks are there.
talk dirty to me.
There's no pool.
Okay.
No blow-up pools.
Sure.
No backyard.
Weird, but okay. No backyard cricket.
And the AC is broken.
Get fucked.
Number 4, again,
Did you say no drinks?
no, there's drinks.
There's drinks.
There's drinks and everything, but no backyard, no pools, no activities ready, and
no AC.
Or, last one, again, pretend that everyone is still with us and all age groups and everything.
Yep.
You're out there, backyard cricket, someone's just been bowled. It's your time. Your time to go up. Here we go. Davey Warner step into the crease.
Yeah.
Comes up. Nan, come on, you have a go. Comes up. Middle stump.
Nan bowls me.
Everyone goes, oh, that was crazy. But first ball, can't get out first ball.
Yeah.
Go again.
Yep.
She goes with the old leggy.
Little wrist spinner.
Leg stump gets knocked out of the ground.
Nan's on a hat trick against me.
Yep. One more.
No, she does me her hat trick.
Comes up, tries to smash it straight into the middle of the pad. That's going straight into middle
plum.
stump. Finger goes up.
Nan's done me for a hat trick.
Yeah. You've been bowled for a hat trick on Christmas Day by Nan.
Do I get one bowling revenge?
Nope. You're just out.
Because otherwise, you know for a fact I'm throwing fucking bouncer.
No. You're going to slip.
You're going bloody mid off.
You're getting put to silly. No helmet and you're at silly.
They're good.
So we got lose every cracker.
Mm-hmm.
All the drinks alcohol free.
Yep.
No pool and no AC.
Yep. Nan does me for a hat trick.
Or hat trick.
One that jumps out to me straight away that I would have very little problem with, alcohol free.
Okay.
No doubt. Because I don't really drink that much.
Okay.
I don't know. You and I have maybe spoken about it before, but I think you don't really drink
No,
either.
I don't know.
And for me, even on a Christmas day, on a hot Christmas day, I might have like one cider or like a glass of champagne with lunch.
But keep in mind, I'm not saying it's alcohol-free drinks as in soft drinks. It's like alcohol-free beer. So it's still beer, but it's just alcohol-free. So you're still drinking beer, but there's just no alcohol.
So I don't have the choice of like having like orange juice or...
No. It's all alcoholic drinks that have no alcohol in them.
What kind of alcoholic drinks?
Beer,
Cider, non-alcoholic champagne?
Yeah. Shit like that.
Yeah, I'll go with that one for me. Yeah.
Okay.
No fucking way am I getting done for a hat trick against Nan. No chance.
What if I changed the alcohol-free drinks to all of the food is unseasoned?
No. We can't go there. You've laid down those four questions.
I'm saying you've chosen the drinks one.
Right.
Let's say I changed that to all of the food is unseasoned.
So it's just like plain ham.
Plain, yep. No sauces, no seasoning, nothing. It's just all plain and dry.
I'm probably still going to stick with that. Just.
So you're a man. Yeah. You're a man.
I think I could maybe deal with the Christmas cracker.
Yeah.
Because I could try and make just like light out of a shit situation. But the AC one, that'd be tough.
Would be.
There's only so much like some water over your face can do.
Exactly.
So no, I'm going to stick with the non-alcoholic beverages. Please lock in B. Was that B?
Yeah, we'll go with B.
I'll lock in B, please, Eddie.
Yep. You are correct. I don't know if you can be correct, but that's all right. So you're a man that doesn't mind the food and drinks being
I'm
not
just about
too
spending
great,
time with the family.
but the pride has to be there.
Yep.
Can't have the plaque that says hat trick.
No chance. That hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know. My darling Nan, though. I almost maybe. Anyway, what one are you gonna pick?
I'd probably go Christmas cracker.
Okay. You could deal with that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of a joke on your head, like straight away in your head.
Again, I'm fine with the no alcohol and the unseasoned food because I eat that all the time anyway, so I'm not too bothered.
But who the fuck's not giving you a Christmas hat and a joke?
I don't really wear the Christmas hats anyway.
Really?
It looks weird on a bald head.
I wouldn't know what it's like, but
okay,
I can't imagine.
Rub it in. Fuck me dead. We get it. You had a fresh haircut today, okay?
I'm just saying that I don't think it would look that bad because the Christmas hat would go to the top of your head.
But it blows off very easy because it's got nothing to stick onto.
It's no friction.
Yeah.
I think you'd look great. I think you should try it.
I'll send you a photo on Christmas Day when I've got the Christmas hat on because I will.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
But, yeah, I mean, I'd probably go for the same, but other than that, I think I'd say Christmas cracker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Wouldn't want to get bald for a hat trick.
No one wants that. No.
Fuck no.
In front of your family?
Not a chance. Best believe second innings I'm coming in and hitting 350 not out.
Yeah. I'm raising the bat 17 times that fucking innings.
We're playing 6 and out as well, so it's just fucking to the boundary every single time. One
mate,
bounce
if
to
that
the
happened,
boundary.
hat trick, mate, I'm putting rocks in my pockets, jumping in the pool.
100%.
Yeah.
Did you say, I saw this thing on TikTok the other day, just quickly on the topic of backyard cricket. Someone took one hand, one bounce, but they juggled it in their hand, like it bounced a couple of times in their hand, and they said that it has to be a clean catch for it to be.
I've heard
one hand.
One hand, one bounce has to be a clean catch, but I'd believe that. No, I'd take the juggling.
100%,
as long as
right?
Yeah.
As long as you take it, that's fine.
Yep.
And as long as it doesn't go between two hands, I think it's fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit rule.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
What's your other? Would you rather?
I've kind of thought about it, and then it kind of sounds stupid at the same time, but I'm just going to say it anyway.
Okay.
Would you rather never be able to wear funky graphic socks or t-shirts?
Fuck.
Or
whatever the other option is, that one.
change your last name to Bin Laden?
I'd do that.
You would?
Yep. I think so.
Fuck me then, huh?
Yeah, I think I'd do that.
Egg Bin Laden.
Yeah, Egg Bin Laden. It wouldn't be nice, but...
At least you'd look cool.
Exactly. 100% look groovy.
Yeah. You'd be like the least intimidating
egg
terrorist ever.
Oh. Yeah.
Deep,
it wouldn't be...
deep way to end the podcast, but...
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal, but, I mean... Yeah, it is what it is.
You could maybe like put like a bit of a twist on it.
Yeah.
Maybe pronounce it a little bit differently.
You know, I had a guy, because I work with apprentices and trainees, and I have to like basically cold call them. They know that the calls come, but cold call them because they don't know me. And I had to deal with this guy the other day. Shout out if he's listening. He's not. But his last name was DeJesus. And
is it pronounced
so
like Jesus?
So I said to the contact officer, the one with the golden retriever, I was like, because she referred him, and I was like, is it pronounced like DeJesus or something like that? She's like, no, that's what I asked him. It's DeJesus. I'm like, that's
stitching me up here.
That's wild. No,
yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I talked to him. Good kid.
Interesting.
But
good on him.
Yeah, I was like,
shout out. Hope he's listening.
Yeah, he's not, but hopefully.
Yeah, you can only hope.
I would say his first name, but I don't want to fucking rat him out like that. But I mean, I don't know how many people would know someone with the last name DeJesus. So if you know someone with the last name DeJesus, it's probably
and it might not even be pronounced like that.
Well, I talked to him and he said that it was. I asked him specifically.
No, like they might have friends that have the same last name that are pronounced.
Yeah.
the Mexican way.
Well, to be fair, my actual
that's not even Mexican, is it?
No idea.
What is it? I don't know.
We'll go with Mexican.
Yeah.
My actual surname is spelt incorrectly.
What?
Somewhere along the line, someone messed it up. There's meant to be an extra E in there because the extra E goes back to like ancestors in England,
right?
Which is where my ancestors are from. And then the way mine's spelt is like Jamaican, which I am not. So
Get a Rasta man.
Yeah. So somewhere along the line, my surname got spelled.
You'd be a bad man.
So
wow,
crazy, hey?
You look Jamaican.
Mm.
You'd be in the bobsled team.
Yeah. Cool running.
Yeah.
Shit, yes. Thanks for being on the podcast again, man.
Mate, my pleasure.
Love having you on every time.
It's been an honour. Maybe we do it 3 times.
Maybe. Stay tuned. 2024.
We do something crazy for the 3rd time. Maybe neither of us wear pants during the podcast.
Again, or?
You take yours off. Fair. Well, maybe I won't wear a shirt or something. I don't know.
Ooh. I'd hate that.
Peace. I think it's time for us to wrap this up. We've got things to do.
Where can people find you?
Instagram. That's about it, really.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't add me on Facebook. That's weird.
At Groovy
Z_4.
Groovy Z_4 TikTok?
I have an account, but I don't use it. No. Just
find him on Instagram.
Just the gram. If you like shit memes, lots of dog stuff. Sounds pretty good. So
nice.
Do it.
And find this page on most socials, either FITG_pod or FITG_podcast.
Oh, shit, yes.
It's not Fitger, by the way, just so we're clear. Everyone says Fitger, and I'm like, it's fill in the gaps, FITG. So it's FITG, not Fitger.
Come on, people.
However, every time I do the hashtags, hashtag FITG, it's always hashtag FitGirls, and I'm like, no,
not quite.
Not the same thing,
No.
but... Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, leave reviews, share the show, share the shit out of the show.
Oh, just do it.
Do it. Stop fucking around. Just do it.
Just do it.
But yeah, thanks for being on again, man.
Pleasure.
Have you on again soon. Hope everyone had a great holidays.
Yep.
Have a good new year. And
stay safe. Look after your family.
That's it.
Don't do anything stupid.
Don't do anything that we wouldn't do. That's it. And remember, sharks don't have bones.
You bastard. You got me.
I
didn't know that. Now you do.
See ya.
Ciao.